The PowerMy Analytics Data Explorer is a great way to access raw field data directly from your PMA connectors. You can use Data Explorer to browse your data in a tabular format, export your selected fields as a CSV or Excel spreadsheet, and get your data ready for export to BigQuery, FTP, and other data destinations. Let's get started and explore what Data Explorer can do. A report in Data Explorer is a set of raw data from a data source. Each report spans a range of time that you define and includes metrics and dimensions that you choose to add. Your report will be updated every single day with the most recent version of your data from your source. Let's look at how to configure a Data Explorer report for a Facebook ads data source. First, go to your hub at hub.powermyanalytics.com, and under Reports, go to the left sidebar and then click on Data Explorer, and then click on the blue Add a Report button to start making your new report. And then first click on the report name next to the preview button and give your report a name. Next, select the connector you want to use. We'll choose Facebook ads. And under data account, select one of the accounts you connected to PMA. In this example, we'll pick sample account to use randomly generated example data. Next, under configure, set the configuration options that are available for the connector, then click set config. For date range, choose the range of data that you want your report to include. Depending on the connector, you may be able to load up to 13 months of data. Keep in mind, if you choose any of the ranges with a moving window, like last 7 days, your report's data will be overwritten with the most recent 7 days of data when the data refreshes every day. However, if you choose custom start date to date or custom start date to yesterday, your report will retain its historical data while appending the newest data with every daily refresh. In this example, we'll click last 7 days and then click set range. Now it's time to choose the fields you want to include in your report. Click on the select fields and start typing to matching the fields, and you can add any of the fields that are available for the connector you're using. Select metrics or dimensions instead of all if you want to limit these suggestions to only matching the metrics or matching dimensions. If you want to explore the fields that PMA provides for each connector, check out our video for how to use the Schema Explorer to see available fields. In this example, we'll add metrics campaign name, campaign delivery, and publisher platform, and we'll add the dimension reach, amount spent, and impressions. Then click set fields. In the filter settings, you can apply a filter using comparison operators like greater than, less than, or equal to in order to include only rows with fields matching a certain condition. Or you can leave it blank and then click set filter. Finally, under order by, select the field you want to use to sort your report's data and whether you want ascending or descending order. You can also choose the limit of the number of rows in your report. If you have a very large amount of data and you want to make sure that all of it's included in your report, select the limit to 1 million. And when you're finished, scroll up back to the top and then click on the blue preview button to see what your report will look like. And your report will be displayed in a preview table on the right. If you make any changes, you can also click on the edit options on the left. Then click preview again. Otherwise, if everything looks good, click on the blue save button. You'll be taken back to the reports page and your new report will be listed. You can edit the report settings at any time by clicking on the pencil icon under Actions. You can also duplicate the report with a copy icon, or delete a report by clicking on the trash can. To view your report's data, you can click the eye under Actions. Next, we'll see how to navigate, filter, and export the data from your report. The Data Explorer has a powerful and feature-filled report viewer that's perfect for analyzing and exporting your data. To view your data for any report, find your report and click on the eye under Actions at the bottom of the viewer. You can also click on the forward or backwards button to navigate through the pages of data. At the top, you can click on any column header to switch between ascending sort, by that column's values, descending sort, or no sorting. If you've used Excel or Google Sheets before, a lot of the Data Explorer interface will probably be familiar to you. When you hover over the column header, you can click on the menu icon on the right and access options like pin column to freeze the column in place, auto size the column, or filter your rows by a certain value, and more. You can also click and drag the columns to reorder them. In the table, you can select a range of cells with numerical values for a quick preview on their summary values in the lower right corner, including sum, average, minimum, and maximum. You can select any range of cells and right-click on the selection area to open the context menu. This is where you can copy your data to its header labels, export your selection to a CSV or Excel file, or create a chart from the chart range menu. Data Explorer offers many of the most common styles of charts. You can click on the settings menu to change the graph style, or click the download button to download an image of your chart. On the right side of the screen, you can click on the filters tab to view the list of values for each column, and include only those rows with a certain value. You can also click on the Columns tab and select which columns to display, create aggregate values, or even create a pivot table with pivot mode. Next, we'll look at the options for exporting your data from a Data Explorer report. PMA offers several ways to export your data with Data Explorer. One of the fastest methods is to export your report as a spreadsheet in a CSV or Excel format. In Data Explorer, click on the View Report Data for the report you want to use, then click on the blue Export button and select a CSV or Excel. If you only want to report a subset of your data in your report, you can select a range in the data viewer or use the filtering functions to find the data you want to include. When you're done, click on the export again and download your selection as a spreadsheet. Keep in mind that the filters in Data Explorer are not persistent. If you reload the page, all of the default settings will be restored and all the complete data set will be displayed for your report. And if you want to save a copy of your filtered data, make sure you use the export function before you leave the page. If you're using PMA's Enterprise plan, you also have the option to export your Data Explorer report to BigQuery over FTP. For more information on setting up the exports with BigQuery, FTP, or other data destinations, just go to support.powermyanalytics.com. If you have a large number of reports, it may be hard to keep track of all of them. With Data Explorer, you can create groups and categorize your reports. First, go to Data Explorer in your hub and click on the blue pencil icon, and next go to the Group menu to create your new group, and then click on the group name and enter a name. Then click on the Create button. If you want to rename a group, select it in the Group menu and enter a new name under Group Name, and then click on the Rename button. Remember, since the main group is the default group for all reports, you won't be able to rename that group. To place a report into a group, go back to your list of reports in Data Explorer and find your report. Click on the menu in the Report Group column and select a new group for your report. If you only want to see the reports in a certain group, click the Group menu next to the blue pencil icon and choose the group you want to view. Or to view all of the reports from every group, select All in the Group menu. Data Explorer is a great way to take a closer look at your data from your connectors and export your data to a variety of different formats and destinations. If you have any questions and want to learn more about what PMA's Data Explorer can do, just go to support.powermyanalytics.com and we'll catch you next time.